welcome back to another episode of our Mandalorian Bounty Hunter Saga, and I've just found a Y-Wing as we've been doing a little bit of exploring, and this Y-Wing has been abandoned essentially, which is great for us because it means that we can claim it. There's two ways you can claim it. I could either fly out and repair it and do it that way, or we can, because we've got some Marines, we can right click it and click claim. That'll send a little boarding man out, and we've now got ourselves a Y-Wing, which is in some heavy need of repair. So what we'll do, Y-Wing, we will send you to this equipment dock that we should have gone to anyway to buy some satellites, and we're going to go upgrade and repair, and we will get one of those. We'll get a couple of service crew for this one. Actually, we'll get one serviceman, one marine. What else did it have on it? Oh, it's nice. Got some proton bombs. It needs some guns because they're missing, so we'll get that. We'll get that. We're gonna go with space bomb launchers, I think, for this. And then shield wise, what have we got? Big shields. Let's just scroll down a bit so we can see it. So yeah, we'll go with the Corellian ones, and it's got an R4 series droid. Yeah, that sounds all good to me. We can sell those. We can fill it full of proton bombs. We'll sell those satellites because you're not going to be doing much. Do we want to keep the mines? Yeah, why not? Let's put some mines in it as well. I've never really messed around with mines. Confirm. There we go. And there's our new little Y-Wing. Excellent. So I've got no particular plans for this particular chunk of recording. We've got to go around and ideally do some exploring, see what we can find in the old Mandalorian sector. I'm guessing if it's down at this gate, the Death Watch has been fighting with New Republic. That's the one. But I'm happy we've got a Y-Wing. That'll be a nice little backup ship. For now, I'm most likely going to leave it docked at this station as kind of like a backup ship. Eventually what we'll do with it is we'll use it for, we'll put a little fleet of bombers together and flesh out our fleet when we get as harbour class. I mean, I could probably sell it because I'm trying to avoid the more well-known ships for this playthrough, but you know, a free ship's a free ship. Let's go and dock. What I'd like to do as well is maybe look at getting another ship to back up, well, not replace or back up as such, but you know, words, those things. Yeah, so I can fly around in that, something a little bit smaller and a little bit more agile, but not squishy. What we can actually find, I don't know, but we can sell some of those. That'll get us a couple of credits. Right, let's have a look. Oh, they won't set. They don't do it for this ship. I did notice when I had my little Naboo. Do you know what? We've got the money in a minute. We'll fill her up completely, and let's go for broke. Let's fill up all the advanced satellites, and I'm going to get some flares on, even though I don't know what flares do. We will get another marine to replace the one that we sent out. There we go. Just wait for that to upgrade. Yeah, I'd like another, like a fighter, essentially, to go around in instead of this. Because although this is nice and big and powerful and really cool, I fancy something a little bit more nimble. And you know, it's nice to have a nice variety in our fleets. Variety being the spice of life and all that good stuff. So, first things first, I wanted to... Where am I? I wanted to go and scout these stations out. Let me just turn the music down because it's kind of a little bit blaring in the old ears. There we go, that'll do. Don't know how that'll come through on the video.
Jump beacon, Ordo.
So far the videos have had some music by Dark Fantasy Studios and Fat Frog Studios, which is all music that I got from various different Humble bundles. It's all really good stuff. But to save a little bit of time on editing and things like that, I'm thinking what we might do is just keep the Star Wars music in for the minute. I've not been listening to it for a while, so it's not been quite as repetitive as it can be. Because even though, you know, the scores by John Williams and friends are fantastic, they do sometimes get a little bit repetitive when they've been played over and over again. So we're going to scout this sector out. I've got this just scouting in this top area to see if there's anything that we've missed, such as any jump gates or anything. I don't know if there will be. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a bounty hunter station somewhere in Mandalorian sector of space, just because it'd be really useful as a place to get missions and hand missions in, but I haven't found anything yet. No, this is just another luxury. Which is a pity. I would have thought there should be one spawn somewhere. I mean, there's not much in Taris. I've not come across anything in Concord Dawn. Geysers. I've not been in Tanab yet, but I'd be very surprised if it is in Tanab, because Tanab is one of the sectors that usually ends up in Republic hands, and that only leaves us with kind of like these systems, and I haven't seen anything yet, but you never know. But with the Mandalorians having such a small area of space, would it make sense for a bounty hunter station to be there? I mean, you've got one in Biss for the New Republic. CSA, I'm going to hazard a guess, will have one, but I mean, CSA territory is pretty huge. The main ones with the banking clans. There's probably one for the Empire, or one up this way at least. I don't know if this red for danger is the Sith space, which, regardless of who you start with, unless it's a custom start, I suppose, the Sith hate everyone. Where's his reputation? So if we look at our relationships, Sith Empire -30, that's the lowest you can get. +30, -30. The unknown threat -30. The unknown threat are Xenon ships. I've come across them before when I've been playing. I think it was on when I was playing as the Empire. Right, let's go. Let's go here. See if we can get. Let's see if we can be greedy and get all those stations in. I don't think we will. That's probably a lockbox, but you never know. But yeah, if you go into the unknown regions 1, 2 and 3, I think this is the unknown threat. So that one was full of scrap, that one was full of asteroids and Xenon ships, and that one had Xenon ships as well.
Empty space.
Empty space. Yeah.
Factory.
Have we got you mapped out?
Empty space.
So there's quite a cool little, quite a few cool things to see. Right, let's see. Where does this satellite cover? Oh, look at that. Perfect. And then we'll go here as well.
Engaged.
Right, what about if you explore down this bit? I suppose really, because if you look at the circle round my gauntlet, it's got a bigger scanning range, so really maybe it's worthwhile thinking about getting a big scout ship, something with a nice effective range. But we shall see, we shall see. Alright, that looks like a good spot to drop a satellite. And then we've just got down here.
Disengage.
And then in the rest of Ordo it looks pretty empty. Shift 3, let's have a scan. Does anything new pop up?
Autopilot engaged.
Oh, building a new factory there. Ah, there's a station. I'm going to guess that is one that is being newly constructed. So, start going to there, actually, and we'll drop a little satellite there. I mean, I quickly looked at how long I'd actually been playing on this particular save, and I've got a day's worth, so it does look like the Mandalorians are, the sectors that they're in, they seem to be ramping up pretty quickly. Unknown station. It's odd.
Unknown station.
Oh, that's because it's miles away.
Advanced satellite.
Let's deactivate that. What an odd place to put a station, because that's like, so this is your
Unknown station.
your different axes, your X, Y and Z. So whenever you see kind of like that, that means you're almost on the level playing field if we're looking and flying that way, that's going either up or down relative to whatever axis we're on. Maybe it's a magical mystical station that sells free ships. Maybe it's the missing bounty hunter station. Or maybe it's just a module prefab station. Well, you know, that's good as well, I suppose. So, just for the sake of completionists, we'll map out this and then...
Engage.
Have we got any missions? There's a return to normal order. We'll actually do that one.
Autopilot. Disengage.
And we'll accept that one.
Alright, if you think you can handle it.
Of course I can handle it. Set that to active. Oh, we'll get that satellite later. We might even get our little scout to do those satellites. I did think about buying another scouting ship, but is it worth it having so many different scouting ships? Because the way they're spec'd out, they are only really decent for scouting, and they don't cost a massive meal. They don't cost a massive amount, but
Autopilot. Disengage.
they cost enough that I don't particularly want to just
Encore down.
throw them away.
Unknown laser tower Mark II.
So these Black Sun laser towers, they're not directly hostile to me yet, which is nice, which means they're not just going to open fire. Now I quite like these laser tower missions. There's a way you can do them pretty easily if you side strafe. It makes it less accurate. You can usually take them out with missiles as well. You just got to be fairly quick getting there. Otherwise, other people take them out, and they can be a massive, massive cash builder. So we're looking at, what was it, 300,000 credits for the actual mission in the first place. I believe you get paid a certain amount for killing them, like you would an enemy ship, and if you've got a police license, you get paid even more. I mean, you can make so much money. Right, I'm happy you're going to be dead.
Laser tower Mark II.
So when we kill one, they'll all basically turn hostile. Lock.
Laser tower Mark II.
I mean, the downside with it just using missiles is, you know, we're probably going to use
Laser tower Mark II.
use what we earn for them from destroying these and rebuying the missiles, but you know. And lock. Where's his next one going to be? How far are you?
Mark II.
And lock, please. They usually have about a 7-click range, 5-click range.
Laser tower Mark II.
Right, come on, I'm waiting for you to explode.
Thanks for your help.
There we go. How much did they give us? 20,000, so that's like 20,000 per satellite. Unfortunate thing is... Oh no, sorry. That'll have been for 2 satellites. The bad thing is we've now essentially lost even more reputation with the Black Sun. Because these classes are unauthorised ship kill. But I think at this point it's kind of inevitable that we're at war, or we will be at war at some point with the Black Sun. You're a bit closer, aren't you? Do 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 do. Rogue One theme. I have noticed with the music, with the Star Wars music on this, it's not always the full tracks, or at least I don't think it's the full tracks. Might be just little snippets, and it tends to replay some of the less. Oh, see, it changed then. I think that's another reason why we should have used.
Thank you.
Thank you. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Yeah, I think that's another one of the reasons why I don't always play with the Star Wars music on. Because I would imagine it's really hard to properly time musics to sequences within the game, sort of like your action sequences and things like that. Where was that other mission? Set to active. Well, that was one of the transports that I'm thinking about getting for around here. So the Mandalorians sell, is it the Strathos or something like that, by ships? It's a medium transport. Yes, Stathis class transport. I mean, a high preset is 2.5 million, but they seem pretty pretty good little transports. They definitely look cool. I don't know if it's a Mandalorian Motors one officially, or whether it's just put here so they've got something a bit different. Definitely looks like something that a Mandalorian Motors would make. So what we want is just people to bail on really good ships. That'd be good. Thank you, autosave.
Jump completed. Ordo.
Right, so what I think we'll do
Stop as gas.
is, because I'm trying very, very hard to keep the length of these episodes down at the minute, just because it makes it a little bit.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Oh, autopilot. Why do you hate me so much? Anyway, I don't. So one of the things that can happen in this game is you can clip into things, and I have ended up stuck inside asteroids before, with the only way being able to get out is to essentially shoot yourself out, which is not too bad if you're in a ship which has got beefy guns. But say you were in a tiny little Z95, it would take forever. But yeah, as we were saying, I'm trying to keep the episode lengths down a bit, so we're coming up to about 30 minutes. So we will rescue this poor gas miner.
Unknown object.
Can we look at the unknown object? No.
Stop as gas.
So this is our gas miner that we've got to rescue. Our most imperative mission. The AAA for the Anope Federation. See, it's good looking little transport. Friend foe mine. So there's 15 of these bad boys. I suppose we could use missiles to take out mines, but that would be a humongous waste. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted that I can't get those carbonite missiles it mentioned. Like you can for the fighters. I was reading the description. Apparently, what they do is the sorry, concentrating and talking. Yeah, they freeze the hull of the ship, making it brittle, and it essentially does damage over time. So imagine being able to fill a little fighter with those bad boys. It'd be brilliant. It'd be lovely. You could essentially go around, or you could make a wing of fighters, tell them to, and this is, I suppose this is where the game is a bit limited at the minute with the commands. So I would envision having them full of carbonite missiles. They fly in, they get it line up, they do a strafing run, fire a number of missiles into your target, and then fly off, get out of range of the guns, let that damage over time take effect, and then whoosh, come back in another time. Yeah, it'd be really good to see. So what we'll do is we will call it there for this particular episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know we've not much, but you know, some episodes, or sometimes when you're playing X4, there's not a lot to do. You just grind in those missions to get that money, get that reputation, and build up your networks. So until next time.